right, what up? What's good? What is the deal? It's your boy, Mr. Locario. Make sure this shit is streaming right. What's good? What up, Kenwood Drive? What's popping? What's the deal? Yeah, so today I wanted to talk about how real players keep shit on the low. Alright? What up, Got Juice? Was popping? PLP. Tatiana, what's going on? Justine Evo. Apocalypse, what up? So today I wanted to talk about how, what up, King Yediah? What's going on? 18J Rod, Nathan Fritz, what up? So I want to talk about today how, real players keep shit on the low. Okay, this is something that I wanted to talk about for a while, but I was like, let me, I kind of put it on the back burner, but I was like, let me talk about it today. I was thinking about it today. I was like, I'm going to talk about this shit today. What up, Jedi James? Said the Patreon is on point. That's what's up, man. Shout out to everybody on the Patreon. Make sure you guys join the Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario. I'm going to put that in the chat. Patreon.com/Mr. Locario. Make sure you guys check that out. You feel me? Also, remember, guys, for the whole month of May, I have the Bad Boy membership sale. So when you join the Bad Boy membership, you're going to get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, the audio book. So you're not going to get this book. You're going to get the audio book, though. You're going to get the audiobook version of this book. And you're also going to get the Bad Boy book, ebook, and you're going to get 60-second game ebook. You feel what I'm saying? So when you join the Bad Boy membership, from now up until the end of May, you're going to get all three of those for free, okay? For free. And all of those things come with bonus, products. So you're basically going to get like 6 or 7 free things for joining the Bad Boy membership. You feel what I'm saying? What up, Live Fabulous? Was popping. Joe Blast was good. You feel what I'm saying? So real quick, I wanted to talk about how real players keep shit on the low, right? So what are we talking about here? What am I talking about when I talk about real players keep shit on the low? What I'm saying is that a guy who is really out here getting it, a guy who's really out here making it happen with women, he usually is not the type that's going to brag about it to, a large number of people. So even today with social media, what you have is you're going to have a lot of people out there, posting on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, all these different things they're doing, doing a whole bunch of shit, and trying to, portray a certain type of lifestyle. So a guy who's a real player is not going to be up on social media every day, showing off chicks that he's fucking with. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be taking a million pictures with girls and posting them up all up on his Instagrams and his Facebook. Why? Because real players keep the shit on the low. You understand? EW, exactly. Gangsters move in silence. I'll put it to you like this. The reason why a lot of, dudes who aren't real players put out all that information is because they want you to think they are a real player. You understand? They want you to think this is how they are. See, the guys who are really like that don't give a fuck about you thinking they are like that or not. In fact, a lot of times they don't want you really in their business like that. So they would rather you think they're not like that. You understand? Also, a lot of times what happens is real players understand that there's a lot of women out there who like to be discreet. So if a woman sees your social media and you got a whole bunch of chicks all up in your shit and you showing off and talking all this shit, you're going to have women who's not going to want to fuck with you because of that. You understand? So that's another aspect of the game right there. Now, another thing you got to understand is this. The same way where you have, let's say, a rapper, right? He wears all the big chains, he wears all the jewelry, he's flashing all his cars and all this other shit, right? Part of the reason why he's even doing that is because he wants you to think he is rich. He wants you to think that he has a lot of fucking, shit going on. On the other hand, you have the rich guy who is a millionaire, maybe a billionaire. He's just wearing a t-shirt, some jeans. He just has a regular watch, and he's just chilling. You understand? And so what happens is that he doesn't necessarily even want you to know that he has millions of dollars. He wants to sort of blend in with everybody else. You understand? What up, K-Zaggin 20? What's popping, bro? Oh, shit, we supposed to do that? No, K-Zaggin, listen. We're going to do it after this live stream. I almost forgot about that. I apologize. After this live stream, I'm going to call you. If you're still free, let's do that after the live stream. I'm only going to be on the live stream for like an hour. I ain't going to be on here too long. That shit slipped my mind, bro. I apologize for that. But we're gonna get it in after the live stream. Man. Shit is like mad shit be happening. I'll be forgetting about shit. But VR19, that's what's up, bro. But yeah, a lot of dudes who are really about that life, right? They are not out here pushing it like crazy. You feel what I'm saying? They're not doing all of that. You understand? And so a real player is not out here, promoting all his shit. He's just doing his shit. The guys who want you to think they are the ones who are out here putting all the shit out. It's the same thing where, damn, why it's hot as fucking here, shit. Let me open this window real quick. Hold on, give me a second. Shit. It's fucking hot as hell up in this motherfucker. Anyway. So, what I was saying was, the dude that's pushing all of that shit, right? He's the one who wants you to think he's that dude. The dude who is already that dude doesn't need to put all that shit out there. Same way where you have a guy who's trying to be, exactly, K-Zag. He said the loudest one in the room is the weakest. Facts. It's just like if you have a dude who's trying to act like he's big and bad, he's usually a pussy. But he's talking all that shit because he wants you to think he's, that tough dude. You see what I'm saying? So dudes be always on that bullshit. Dudes stay on that shit. So the thing is that when it comes to the game, right? You want to just be doing you, but you don't necessarily need to be out here, like putting all this shit out to make yourself feel good about yourself or feed your ego based off of doing stupid shit like that. Because this is the thing, I get a lot of people who hit me up and they're like, yo, Locario, how come you ain't, putting up, how come you ain't out here in the street showing yourself cold approaching all these girls? Or how come you ain't putting out no videos and pictures of you fucking chicks? And I'm like, what are you talking about, bruh? You're like, Mr. Locario, where's the receipts, Mr. Locario? You feel what I'm saying? And it's just the fucking, it's so goofy how you got a lot of these dudes out here who's on that bullshit. Because see, how would it look for me to be putting up a whole bunch of shit out there to prove shit to you guys, and then at the same time I'm trying to teach you how to actually really be about this life. See, I've said this on a number of different occasions. I said, don't only listen to what I'm saying. You understand? Watch what I'm doing. I'm going to say that again. Do not only listen to what I say, also watch what I do. You understand? And what I'm doing is I'm not out here, oh my God, look at this girl I'm fucking with right here. Look at this girl I'm fucking with right here. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm on some real player shit. And real players aren't out here doing that bullshit. See, the guys who are out here doing that shit, they're the ones who feel they need to prove to you that they are about that life. You feel what I'm saying? Exactly, Louise. Alphas don't have to prove themselves. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of dudes, who aren't well versed in the game, what happens is that they feel they need to do this. You understand? Because they don't really understand the game like that. So what happens is that you got guys out here who feel the need to show off because they need to prove to you that they're that dude. Because if they prove to you that they're that dude, then they'll start to think that they're that guy. You understand? They need your approval, your validation, so that they can feel that they're that dude. You feel what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. And this is the thing where I just sit back and I laugh to myself because, when dudes be talking about receipts and all that other stupid shit, I sit back and laugh because I say to myself, okay, truthfully, the only people who really need receipts are people who don't really understand the game. Because to them, it's unbelievable unless they see it. So think about this. Think about how weak your game has to be in order for you to have to see someone with a woman to believe that it's possible to get a woman. Think about that. Seriously, think about how weak your game has to be. Where you need to see a dude with a chick to believe it's possible for the dude to get a chick. You understand? King Zaggy said, facts, dudes trying to prove to other dudes that they're the shit. That's where stunning comes from. Moist, insecure shit. Real talk. That's what I be trying to tell these cats. VRO19 facts. Look, I be trying to tell these dudes. Because I can't sit here and teach you guys the game and then on the flip side do goofy shit. That don't make any sense. Again, like I said, don't only listen to what I say. Watch what I'm doing. You understand? This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. So, what you guys got to understand is this, is that, and this is another thing you got to understand. The more discreet you are, the more women you're going to get. I'm going to say that again. The more discreet you are, the more women you're going to get. Again, especially with nowadays where it's all this social media shit. Do you guys realize that 9 times out of 10 when you deal with a chick, she does research on you? I'm going to say that again. 9 times out of 10 when you deal with a chick, she does research on you. She's looking at your Instagram, your Facebook. She's looking at, Googling you. She's doing all that shit. So if you're the type of motherfucker with a big ass mouth, you feel what I'm saying? There's going to be a lot of chicks who's not going to try to fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying? See, shout out to my dude Ron Wills, because Ron Wills, he talks about the sexual underworld, right? And basically, what that is that there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that a lot of people don't really know about. A lot of, secret shit. Now, the reason why it's secret shit and, shit that's behind the scenes is because there's a lot of things that people get into that they don't want the public to know about. You understand? There's a lot of sexual shit that happens that they don't want the public to know about. You understand? So if you're out here, yapping and doing all of this shit, right? What happens is that there's certain situations that you can get into that you won't get into because you talk too much shit. Because you're putting all your business out there. You understand? McCann Corner, you said, how do I feel about dudes showing women, not in detail, but showing they're around women? What do you mean? What do you mean? Facts case, exactly. You said a lot of prominent people who have something to lose if shit came to light got to maintain their secrecy. Exactly. You understand? That's facts. But see, guys who live on the internet don't understand this shit. You understand? Just Living, you said, is saying I was in an open relationship a bad thing? Nah, what do you mean? McCann Carter, you said on social media not showing their faces, but they are around women. What do you mean? So you say that dudes be, with chicks and then blurring out their faces? Is that what you're talking about? You talking about those pickup artist videos and all that other shit? But see, the thing is, I try to tell people, man, that, you can tell a certain level, like, a person's level of game, right? Based off of what they say and what they do. So, I watch a lot of people's videos on YouTube that talk about relationships, game, all this other stuff. I don't need to see them with no woman. I need to hear what they're saying. When I hear what they say, I'm like, okay, that motherfucker knows what he's talking about. That's it. Unfortunately, there's a lot of guys on the internet that's trying to learn game, but they're naive to the point where they get fooled by seeing certain things on social media, on different things like that. And so what happens is, if you're gullible and you're watching some pickup artist or even some coach and they're like, oh, look at this girl I have. Look at this girl I have over here, right? You'll start to believe that dude based off of him dealing with that chick. But you don't know where this chick came from. You don't know who she is. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I got this shit in my mouth. It's crazy. But, that's the game right there. Motherfuckers, they get caught up in the bullshit. Because think about it like this. Y'all seen the videos of me where I've had women with me on this couch and we're talking and we chopping it up and it's a live stream. Right? How do you know that any one of those girls wasn't my girlfriend or my wife? Right? You don't. They could or they couldn't been. Who knows? But real players keep shit on the low. You understand? And there's a lot of reasons why you want to keep shit on the low. You understand? Facts, Jermaine Jones. Players don't got to prove anything. The game speaks for itself, and that's the thing. The more well versed you get in the game, the more you realize certain things. See, a lot of dudes on the internet that's trying to learn game, they don't realize certain things. So I understand why dudes who are, let's say, pickup artists or other coaches where they'll do, stuff like, videos where they're showing themselves picking up girls and doing all this other stuff, because they know that a lot of dudes on the internet who's not that well versed in the game are going to be impressed by that. You understand? It's impressive to see a guy approach a girl in the street, because to a guy who's a virgin, a guy who has weak game, that's like amazing to him. You understand what I'm saying? But when you become well versed in the game, you realize that none of that shit really matters. You understand? T. Williams, you said, why should we take your word for it then? You shouldn't take my word for it. You should take the game, apply the game, and see if it works for you. You understand? This is what I've been trying to say. This is what I've been trying to say this. Because T. Williams, answer me this. How can you prove on the internet what's real? You understand? Seriously. I want you to think about that, T. Williams. How can you prove what's on the internet is real? And what I mean is that if I have a girl come in here and sit with me right now, I can tell you that girl's my wife. How will you know that's actually my wife? You won't. There's no way for you to find out. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, where you can't, you don't know. Ian, you said right, because people who show their receipts could be paying those women. Exactly. Like I tell you guys, when I have these girls on my show that we're just talking and chopping it up, I'm telling you, look, these are just girls here that we talking and we chopping it up. Right? But I could lie and be like, yeah, this is my girlfriend right here. This is my wife. And most people will believe me. Because most people don't think critically, and they think that, oh, well, because he said this or because he's with this girl, that's what it is. You understand? But the thing is, you would never know. So the thing is, when it comes to this dating and relationship game, you can't prove anything on the internet. You understand what I'm saying? You can't prove anything. In fact, I'll go even a step further. You can't even prove anything even if you saw me on the street. You could see me on the street walking with some chick. You don't know who that chick is. You don't know if that's my girl, my wife, just some random girl I was talking to while I was walking down the street. You have no idea. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I be trying to explain to dudes when they talking about all of this. Oh, well, show receipts and do this and do that. I'm like, first of all, if you asking to show receipts, or you want to see receipts, I already know that your game is weak. Facts. You understand what I'm saying? If you need a person to prove they can get a girl, that means your game is weak, because that's coming from inside you. That's coming from your perspective. You think it's hard to get a girl, so you need proof. You see what I'm saying? But see, the real proof is, like you guys can look at the past live streams, and people that call in, they're like, yo, I'm on a membership, I did this, I did that, this is working, that's working, whatever. So the thing is actually working on the game, working on the things that you learned. You understand? It's crazy, man. Joseph, you said, so if friends talk about their hookups a lot, you think it might be bullshit? No, this is the thing. If you are talking to your homeboy, yeah, you could talk about some girl you fucking. Who cares? You understand what I'm saying? But if you're on social media and you posting for everybody to see because you feel you need to do this to prove you can get girls, that's some weak shit. I'm saying real players, they keep this shit on the low because, and this is another thing too. It's another thing too. If you're on some real player shit, you get a lot of hate, which is another reason you keep it on the low. You understand? So you got to understand this shit, man. What up, Mike or SS? What's up? But you guys can call in. The calling number is 646-481-3901. If you want to call up, you guys can call up real quick. You said expand more on the hate I receive. Well, look. There's a video I got that I put out a long time ago called Simping is Dangerous. You can listen to that video. In that video, I was talking about how I almost got into a fight with this dude because of that shit. Because dude was hating on me because a chick he liked wanted to fuck with me. Lorenzo said, why get married if I still want to be a player? That's why I'm in an open relationship. That's why I'm in an open marriage. Because I get to be with my wife and also be with other women. You see what I'm saying? So, you know. Willie said back in the day in junior high, asking for receipts was a dude wanted to smell your finger. Exactly. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Yeah, dudes used to do that shit. Man. But yeah, it's crazy, man. A lot of cats, you know, in the game, man. It's this is why they say the game's supposed to be sold, not told, man. Because a lot of times you hear dudes talk shit or talk about shit, and it's funny to a real player. It's hilarious. Like, to a dude who really understands the game, when he hears certain dudes talking about certain shit, it's just funny. You understand? Lorenzo said you can still do that without getting married. Remember, you cannot trust women. Well, you got to understand this, Lorenzo. You can only do so much with a chick, or I should say, you can only get so much cooperation without getting married. You know, I talked about that before too. You understand? So, you know, there's levels to this game, people. Yes, sir. You said we all know chicks be cheating at all times. How come you now teach guys how to keep a chick loyal? Well, a chick being loyal and a chick being faithful are two different things. And I talk about that in the program. I have a program called How to Get Chicks to Be Loyal to You, or to stay loyal to you, on the Bad Boy membership. You have to understand there's a difference between a woman being faithful and a woman being loyal. You understand? I'll take loyal every day before faithfulness. Being faithful is bullshit. A chick being loyal to you is the real shit. Watch that. Listen. Watch that movie. It just came out on Netflix. It's a movie called Extremely. What is it? It's a movie about Ted Bundy called Extremely Vicious, Shockingly Vile, or something like that. It's on Netflix. I can't remember the whole. It's a long ass title. But basically, in that movie, there's a chick in there who stayed loyal to that motherfucker. You understand? A chick who he used to fuck with, she saw that he was fucking with another girl, and then later down in the movie, she kept fucking with the dude. She remained loyal to this motherfucker. Yeah, extremely wicked, shockingly evil and vile. Yeah, that's the name of the movie. Watch that fucking movie. That chick that he gets pregnant, that's a loyal motherfucking woman. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about loyalty. This is what I'm saying. Dudes got to understand there's levels to this game. Dudes talking, wondering like, oh, well, is the girl going to be faithful? Fuck that shit. Is she loyal, though? Yo, what's popping?
Yeah, what's up, Locario?
What's popping? Who this?
Yeah, man, I'm Andy from the Cayman Islands.
All right, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Yeah, I had a little question, man. What do you think about guys posting girls on social media? Do you think that helps them, or inevitably that would hurt them more?
What do I think about guys just like posting up pictures of chicks on social media?
Like taking videos, you know, like showing up people, like, hey, I'm all these hot girls type of thing.
Right. Well, this is the thing. It's one thing if you're doing that just because that's what you do. You understand? Like, you're just having fun. Hey, I'm out here having fun. I take pictures. I put it on my soul. Whatever. You understand? Again, all of this is about intention. So if you're doing that because that's you just having fun doing that, fine. But if you're doing that to show off, or you're doing that because you're trying to impress people, then that's when it's whack. That's when it's gonna hurt you. You understand? So if you're doing it just yo, this is what I do. I have fun. I go out. You know, there should be pictures of you with girls and you with guys. You feel what I'm saying? Have a picture with you and your mom, whoever. You understand what I'm saying? But if it's just you blatantly taking pictures of you with girls and that's all on your shit, that's what it's gonna look like. You're trying too hard. You understand? Like you're trying to you know, put out a certain image. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So on the girl's behalf, how does that look like? Does it look like you have more status, or
well, this is the thing.
Like, will they be able to know?
Well, this is the thing. If you're let's say you are the type of dude who is all your pictures is you with chicks. You feel what I'm saying? Some girls are gonna be naive enough to think, oh man, this guy's a player, and you know, but also at the same time, they're gonna look at you like this dude. He seems like he's trying too hard. You understand? Because you don't look well rounded. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you only have pictures of you with chicks, is that all you do? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what's the story of your? Because what you gotta understand is, on social media, right? Women, when they look at your shit, or just when anybody looks at your shit, your feed is like a story of your life, what you do. Do you see what I'm saying? So if all your pictures are just you getting drunk at the club with chicks, you feel what I'm saying? Then that's the story of what you're gonna be putting out. You feel what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that, bro.
Right. So you know, so it's not wrong with taking pictures of with you and girls. That's all good, but it's going to be a certain thing where it seems like you're trying too hard if all of your shit looks like that. It's almost the equivalent of, you know what, like let's say you see a dude flashing money around, right? And imagine on his Instagram, it's just a bunch of pictures of him flashing money. Almost 90% of his pictures are him flashing money. What are you going to think about this guy? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Right.
That's
so
what he does, right.
Right, and so it looks like he's trying too hard. Versus if, let's say if he has pictures of him doing shit that maybe it costs a lot of money to do, it's giving the same energy but in a more authentic way. It's like, damn, this guy must have a lot of money. He's traveling to this place. He's eating in this restaurant. You see what I'm saying? So it's showing more of him doing something versus him like just putting it in your face. You see what I mean? Because now it seems like he's trying too hard. He's trying to, you can tell he has some insecurity because he's trying to overcompensate with making you. I gotta let you know I got this money. You feel what I'm saying?
Feel that, bro.
Right. You feel me?
Feel
All
that.
right.
That makes perfect sense. That explains it.
Definitely, bro. All right, man. I appreciate the call, my dude. All right.
Bro.
All right, man.
Yeah, man. Respect.
He's there. But yeah, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. So, you know. But yeah, dudes be trying so hard to freaking, you know what I'm saying? Like, be on some other shit. Yo, what's going on?
It was good. It's a lot of open.
What's popping, bro?
What's good with you, brother? I haven't called in this motherfucking so damn long. I finally got in this thing.
Yeah, man. So what's good, bro?
Oh, man, I was just listening to that opening of your show, man. And the problem is, a lot of these dudes, they just got to, man, just go outside.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of people just need to literally just go outside and just talk to people.
Right.
Talk to people and be as honest as possible when it comes to your interactions. Try to strip away your ego, the emotions, and try to be as accurate as possible and just peep this game because this shit's real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this shit's real. And another thing is, a lot of people, you know, they be watching these YouTube videos, but you're not going to get the game unless you go outside and really figure it out yourself because there's a lot of in-between shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of in-between shit that you got to pay attention to, meaning like how somebody, there's a lot of things that a woman might, carry herself and bring to the table, and you got to be aware without the conscious or let's just say word for word shit that she says to you, and you got to be aware of the in-between shit.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not seasoned with that experience, all this shit's gonna go over your head.
Right. Real talk. And that's the thing. That's the thing where it's like, man, a lot of these dudes, they don't get certain things because they're not actually in the real situations. They're just watching videos about other dudes talking about their experience. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what the game has become now. Like, you got a lot of cats on the internet now who think they're dating coaches. You feel what I'm saying? Coming out with videos talking about all this shit, but they're not really living the life. You understand what I'm saying? They're not really out there doing it. All they're doing is regurgitating shit that they heard from somebody like me, you know what I'm saying, or other coaches who really know what they're talking about. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. And the reason why the reason why I fuck with your shit so much is the transparency of your shit. Like, when it comes to your videos and the shit you talk about, and you're not trying to come off cool, you're not trying to come off bragging. Those shit, you just like, hey, look, this is the game. This is how it is.
Right.
This is some of my successes and stuff. And the thing is, because you'll notice a lot of dating coaches, they'll try to be all mystique. Like, they'll try to have a mystique like they never been rejected.
Right.
Bitch ain't never. And it's just so corny to me. Like, I'm like, dude, get your corny ass off this motherfucker.
Right.
Because anybody that's been out there has been flaked on, has showed up to dates, but bitches flaked on the last minute. Has bitches, you at the crib and the bitch is like, I ain't trying to fuck no more. And it all comes with the game. Like, anybody that's experienced women knows, like, it's you just like, oh man, like a female the other day, like, she was supposed to come over. Last minute, she just flaked. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, women nature."
Right.
It's like it is what it is.
Exactly.
Figure it out, but you have to go outside. Fuck this little Tinder shit, all this other shit. You have to go outside and interact with people. And you gotta interact, obviously, with women and just talk and just put yourself out there. But it's obvious when most dudes talk about the game and their experiences, it's so limited and they already have some insecurities or negative things to already think. So what they try to do is rationalize why they don't get women.
Exactly.
They rejected fast. They have to get rejected 2 or 3 times.
Nah, real talk, man. It's terrible out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I try to keep the real shit, the reality of the game out there, so dudes really understand what's going on. But unfortunately, there's a lot of misinformation out here. There's a lot of dudes who, they don't really understand certain things. They're listening to other guys who don't understand certain things, and then they're getting all this misinformation. You see what I mean? So,
And another thing is, too, and I learned this from you, and just learned this from life experiences as well, like, it has to be in you. And when I mean that, I'm not over here trying to regurgitate what nobody else is saying, meaning, like, nobody can teach you to be happy. Nobody can teach you to be sad. It's the interpretations that you had when it comes to looking at something and you had a feeling after that, right? So when it comes to this game, when it comes to women, like, I've tried to, like, talk to a few of my friends, but I noticed it's just not in them.
Right.
Meaning, like, they're just, they fall for women. They get soft when they're around women or things of that nature, right? So it's meaning, like, all right, for an example, let's say if I'm out and about with a female and then I see her choosing on another dude, it's in me to be like, hey, look, go ahead and talk to him. I ain't tripping or whatever. And I really feel that way. I'm not trying to come off cool or coming or be a player in any way or try to come up with this strategy to, like, let her know, like, oh, I'm not tripping. It's like, nah, it's in you to be like, hey, I'm not tripping. Like, go ahead, have a good time. But for most dudes, they're trying to just come up with strategies to get women, and it's like, it don't work like that. Like, if you want to be a good dad, first it has to be in you to be a good dad, right? Like, you want to be a good dad. Then you have to come up with a strategy to tailor how to become a good dad.
Right.
A lot of dudes are just trying to just structure, and I'm like, if it's not in you, it's going to show.
Right, exactly, because what it is that dudes is coming from a surface level situation where it's like they're like, well, teach me the tricks and teach me the words to say and the things to do, and it's like, okay, that's not really gonna work for you if within you don't feel comfortable with yourself. You're not confident. You don't actually want to go out there and do the work that it's going to take for you to get good. You understand what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these dudes, they just want, like, little goofy tactics and tricks and these little weird methods to get things going, but it's an overall, like, thing you need to understand in the game to actually make things work for you. You see what I mean? It's like, it has to be something that you actually want to do. You feel what I mean? It's something that has to actually be a part of you really trying to make it happen. It can't just be some-timey, part-time, I'll do it when I feel like it type of energy. You see what I mean? And that's the problem with a lot of these cats out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, now you got to be serious about it. And going back to what you just said, like, if you don't want to do it, if you're doing it because, most dudes just try to fuck just to show off to other dudes anyways, right?
Right.
It's funny because it goes to your headline. Like, anybody who's fucking bitches, like, you can't show off too much of your bitches or, like, in public to the point, because other bitches are going to be, they're going to see your reputation. They're probably going to be a little bit scared because they're going to be like, man, I don't know how he's going to act when I give him some.
Exactly right.
Everybody else, now you just fucked up. I had this bitch over, I was doing a list, and it was funny because I was overhearing these bitches talk about this dude that they both wanted to fuck, but they were like, man, he talks too much.
Right, exactly.
And, he talks too much, and he always brags, and now he just fucked it up for him. And what I did was, I waited for one of them bitches to leave me, man, but I put my bid in. But, the way I came across, I was just more on some, like, hey, because I was dropping her off from an area in which I wasn't familiar with, so I let her, I just be smooth with her, like, yeah, I've never been around this area before, just to be very subtle, just, I've been around here, and yada, yada, yada. Just to let the bitch know, like, hey, look, you don't know me, I don't know you, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Right.
You just gonna be fucking, ain't nobody gonna post nothing online to brag about. And even with the online shit on Instagram, if you got game, you know how to show that you get bitches without showing that you got a bitch.
Right, exactly. Facts, my dude. Real talk, bro. But yo, let me get a few more of these calls in. Let me get one more call in because I gotta run because I gotta do this interview with K Zaggin and stuff. But yo, I'm holler at you, man. All right.
Take care.
All right, peace. All right, let me get one more call in before I get out of here. Let me get one more call in. I saw somebody with a 909 number trying to call, I think. All right, let me get this one last call. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Yo, what's going on with it, man? This is Gerald K, man.
What's going on, bro?
Man, I just want to come in and drop some plain word, hey man, you know what I'm saying, give a few words of inspiration, you know, education with it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing a lot of dudes got to understand is the last thing a woman want to hear is you can't keep your mouth closed.
Mm-hmm.
You
Right.
got water lips,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And a part of that is having confidence. When you confident in who you are and the person that you are, it ain't even really about your looks. Your looks mean something to a point. But I done seen women date the ugliest dudes in the world. I'd have been like, damn, what the hell she doing with him? I know I got him,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Right. Real talk.
So it ain't about them looks for real. It's just about your confidence. And when
Mm-hmm.
you confident in yourself, you don't even want too many people knowing your business in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want too many, you know what I'm saying, if you that type of player, you try to keep, you know what I'm saying, everything you doing on the low. Because, shit, if too many words get around there, that's too many rumors, and that's too much, you know what I'm saying, unnecessary mess that you got to try to deal with and try to cope with.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying, that ain't even what you really want. So, a lot of it runs in like a domino effect. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it, you know what I'm saying? So it all starts with that confidence. You know what I'm saying? Have some
Mm-hmm.
confidence in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got, the best of your outfits or whatever you get, whatever you doing, you know what I'm saying? Just throw your swag with it. You know, put your own spin on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can tell you, you can tell them, but at the end of the day, it's still going to be about what they carry on the inside of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they can always apply what's being given to at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Real talk,
So,
bro. Real talk, man. Yo, man, I appreciate you dropping that game on these cats, man. Real talk, man. And that's what I be trying to tell these cats, man. You know what I mean? Like you just gotta be confident in your own fucking self. Don't worry about what everybody else gonna think. Because when you start thinking about that shit, that's when you start doing goofy shit, trying to prove to people. You feel what I'm saying? All this other shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real talk,
see,
man.
That's the main thing a lot of dudes lack is that confidence. Like confidence is the key. I can't stress that one enough.
Real
Man,
talk.
whatever makes you feel good in the daytime, whatever gets you up in the morning. I don't care if it ain't nothing but a cup of coffee. If that's what gets you up and that's what gets you rolling, man, drink you a cup of coffee, man, and say the day gonna be your day.
Exactly.
And go out and do what you need to do.
Exactly. Real talk, bro, man. I appreciate the call, my dude. All right? That's what's up, man. All right, brother. Peace. All right. So, listen. All right, guys. I have to make it real quick. I got to call my dude, K Zaggin, in a minute. We about to do a video real quick. But, yo, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Just wanted to do a real quick live stream today before I, get on with it. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Shout out to the chat room. Remember, guys, the sale for May is still on. The whole month of May. Join the Bad Boy membership where you get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, the audiobook for free. You also get Bad Boy book ebook for free and 60-second game ebook for free. So when you join the Bad Boy membership from now to the end of May, you feel what I'm saying? You will get those products for free. All right. So man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I gotta head up out of here, and I will holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.